Welcome back to my channel. I'm Amanda. Today I'm going to be playing along with Christie's Beautiful Life Series 12 again, and this is the sketch we're going to use, and this is from Brandy Joe. And I'm going to scrap these two pictures of my youngest and my brother. My brother's trying to teach my daughter how to pogo, which is a very 90s thing. So I couldn't believe my mom still had a pogo. So a pogo ball, fun. I think they actually broke it at the end of this. And so I get right into creating this layout. This one actually didn't take me too long. It was pretty easy peasy. So I'm just going to start ripping. In the sketch, Brandy goes a little bit more horizontal, and I'll fix that eventually, but I didn't realize that. I typically look at the sketch once or twice, have an idea, and then away I go. Um, So just looking at this, I switched the page over because there is a little indent somehow on the piece of paper. And then here I decided I needed it to come across a little bit more somewhere. Wasn't as happy with where I tore it. I'm just going to tear some more. And the pictures on the diagonal are really throwing me a little bit, but they'll go on diagonally like the stitches. But man, I kind of fuff about with that a little bit. And so now I'm just trying to figure out what I want to mat those two pictures in. So um, Brandy looks like she's double matted her pictures. So she's got one around each of her each of her individual, and then a large mat across. So I'm just trying to figure out. I did cut out some of my going to my scrap bin. I find this yellow one that I like. It matches kind of the yellow that's in that pattern paper that is super old, and it also matches the brighter yellow in my daughter's. It's actually a cape that she's got on. It's a Ninja Turtle shirt that had a cape that velcroed onto it, so it's kind of cute, but she wore that shirt all the time. She was very into Ninja Turtles for a while. And so then I'm just kind of piecing this together for the scrap so I can get enough to do both. And so I'm just going, oh, yep, that'll work. So I just have to maneuver this piece of paper around so I can get enough on it so that I do have the border I want. So I get a piece from this one. The rest of it I'll just go back into my scrap bin. And that was just a little long, so I'm just going to cut a little bit more off because, I don't know, I measure and then I don't actually cut it where I want to sometimes. It is what it is. And then there looks like there's enough room to get the second photo out of this one. So my photos are about 3 by 4. So these are about, I think it's a 1/4 inch bigger than that. And so I decided I like that there. And then now I'm going to look at a couple different pieces of paper from my scrap bin from behind. About yellow and pink, and this piece wasn't big enough, and some of the background stuff. So I left this in, but it's very quick, so yeah. So it took me a little bit to find this green piece out of my scrap bin, which still matches pretty good with the green and yellow that I've got going on. There's lots of green and yellow the last couple days. And I trimmed this. I didn't mean to trim as much off, so now I'm going to offset those pictures on the yellow, but that's okay. I have a little notch that's in this green that's cut out, and so I'm not going to worry about that notch because where I put these offset are going to cover up that notch. So you won't even see it because why not? So I have that backing down. I still don't like the way that this bottom corner is going. And so I take another another peek at the sketch because I'm like, why is this not working the way? Because she has it going more horizontal across instead of as high up as I did. Less of a triangle. So now I'm like, now this makes more sense. So just piecing this together, I'm going to just tape it over top. Just playing with that just a little bit. And I'm going to tape this. Actually run out of my tape today. I don't remember if it's in this one or if it's in my next one, but I run out of my Tombow tape. I think it's in my one that was posted earlier today for videos. Because this one I did before day 22, but edited it after. So I'm just taping these on so I get them on over. I know that they're overlapping, and I'm just going to take my paper cutter and cut it 12 by 12, and then it works out really well that way because then I don't have to worry about straight lines and using my scissors, and that was really frustrating me. So like, I will just cut it off because I was having trouble lining that top up. So I was like, if I cut it off right away, I won't have trouble anymore. So, and this paper from Recollections is actually bigger than 12 by 12, which is a little frustrating because I'm going to have to remember to cut all these white pieces down because they're just a tad bigger. So there's that done for that part, and now this other piece is going to go on quite a little bit easier than it was. There we go. I'm just going to put this off to make it distressed on that edge too, and now I can get my photos in. So I'm going to put this one first because she's going to jump, and then the other one she's actually jumping on it. It's really funny they did it on the grass because she would have gotten a bit more jump on it, and it would have been a whole lot easier if they'd gone out to the driveway, but they didn't, and they had fun. I think my brother broke the pogo after because I think he got on it. This was a long time ago, so I'm pretty sure that's what happened. But just lining up the pictures so they're straight, even though everything else is not. And just slide that piece in. And then I'm using this Ali. I'm going to put the words on for the title. And so my title is Can You Pogo? And so I use that little green ink pad that's on the side there. And I don't know what color it is. It's like it's old and it has, I don't even think it's available anymore. It was a dollar bin at Michael's, so and it works actually pretty good. I'm just going to mark out where this mat is. And then this is a kind of like it's not a sunburst, but kind of like a sunburst. And it was in the Habits kit for Ali Edwards a long time ago. So then I'm just going to clean it off. I'm going to put some yellow on. So this one's pretty bright, but it kind of matches what's in her shirt. So I'm not too concerned, and I'm doing a second generation stamping in a couple spots. And so I like that. And then I decide to use this other yellow, which is a little bit more muted. These are all color theory ones. And then I'm going to use this other green just to add some more dimension. And this one is a pigment ink instead of a dye ink, so it gives a little different texture too. And it's just going to go in a couple spots so that it follows that diagonal. And there we go. And I did use both sides of that sunburst, so there's two different sizes I used. And then, as you can see, I don't have an A left in this title piece, so I used an upside down V, because why not? And then my Nuvo is so, I don't know, it's almost done. It's like really thick in this bottle, so I'm just putting a little bit of the thick on here. It's still sticky, and so when it does actually dry, it does, but it's clumpy, and it's, I don't know, it's weird. But I'm going to use it up as long as I can. And then just making sure everything is pasted down. And I'm going to do a little bit of journaling. So up here it says, Uncle Ian asked you, can you pogo? And then right underneath that it's going to say, yes, you can. Because why not? And I thought about splatters. I don't think it needs it. I really like the way it is right now. And so I'm just debating. And it is done. So if you enjoyed my video today, please give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, I would really appreciate it if you did. And there's another video that'll come up on the screen um, if you would like to watch another one. Thank you so much for watching me today. I really appreciate the time you spent here. Oh, and I did add a couple of these green stars after I was done recording. Just a couple, because they were on my desk, and then I could get rid of another sheet of these. So, and they were fun. Thank you again for watching. Have yourself a great day.